what's up guys, WOOO here, back again with another Division 2 video. Welcome back to today's build. This is building upon my last tardigrade build. This is something completely different. This is based around status effects gifting you and your teammates armor. Extra armor, 40% of your armor. And that's a really good handy amount to have, given how difficult legendary content and how hard NPCs can hit. So what are you getting from this build? One, you're getting the tardigrade buff from the chest piece that keeps your teammates alive just a little bit longer. You have the buff from the backpack talent galvanize, which will give you and your teammates an extra 40% bonus armor every 10 seconds if you play your cards right. This is a very, very good build. I have so much fun using this, and the really good thing about this very versatile utility build is that you can change it for any skills in the box. That's how this works. It's so much fun. So for me guys, I'm rolling with the Riot Foam as my primary skill variant, and I switch up my secondary either to a Shock Trap, the Hive Stinger, and again just trying to get Galvanized proccing as much as often. And in doing so guys, it means your DPSs are going to just absolutely crash and obliterate any NPCs in their way. But guys, this is a super build, and of course if you enjoy my builds, enjoy all this jazz, what you need to do is drop me that thumbs doodle. It helps me and the channel. Thumbs doodle, yes, it does help. And if you're new to the channel, drop the WOOO bomb on the sub button, ding the bell to be notified when I upload my content. Peeps, let's woo this. Yeah, what's up guys? Yes, I'm in the plummet, and ignore the surroundings. Let's take a look at the build. Now, what I enjoy about building in the Division 2 is creating off-meta builds that can be meta, that can be so powerful, that can really help and assist you, and more importantly, your teammates. This is a build that can be used solo. Is it the greatest solo build ever? No, it isn't. But it gives you survivability, and a shitload at that. Is this a good group build? It is a fantastic group build, because it offers you and your teammates so freaking much. This is something I would not use in challenging. Heroic, it does a great job, a really good job, but try this in legendary content and you'll understand what I mean. Now when I push together builds, I look at something that can really assist everyone, something you can put together and go, guys, this is absolutely cracking, this is a good fun build. There's so much you can put together with this build and twist and change, yes, interchange the pieces and go, tell you what, this is good, this is really good. And that's what I envision with the Division 2 in terms of building. So when I thought about this build, what I wanted to do is I want to gift armor to my teammates every 10 seconds. Right, I know what to do there. And I want to offer those heals through, again, the recovery link, if anyone remembers the Division 1. That is the chest piece talent. The backpack, the chest piece, work in tandem to give my teammates and myself survivability in the most difficult of content. Let me go for the build. Technician, you have to use Technician. There's no if, no but. Technician is the only way to go, because you need to be at skill tier 6 for this to maximize your status effects, skill damage, so on, so on. Also with this, guys, yes, you know it offers that passive skill tier, so you cannot use Survivalist, you can't use Demolitionist, you have to use Technician to be at skill tier 6 if you're going to use the tardigrade. I am 913k armor, 330k health, 0 reds, 1 blue, 5 yellows. Let's go for the build. Now the mask is Empress International. Now again, the pieces are interchangeable. You don't have to have this here and that there. I don't work like that. You can change this build around to suit your needs or whatever piece you have in the stash. If you've got them, put them together and let me know what you think in the comments section. So Empress is so powerful because it has skill health 10%, skill damage 10%, and skill efficiency 10%, which we all know what skill efficiency does by now. It offers so much extra value to your skill builds. It's very, very good free piece, so use the free piece when necessary. We have skill damage, we have armor regen, and we have skill haste 12%, a god sausage roll mod. I'm proud of myself for having 3 of these bad boys on my build. But this is what you want. You could switch things up. You can go for status effects if you wanted to. I've just opted for skill damage because I also want to create some damage with my Hive Stinger. There is Wyvern wear, and we're talking 10% skill damage, 10% status effects are the brand set bonuses. Your attributes, status effects, skill damage. Nice. Again, what I do with this build and what I'm currently looking at is I want that amalgamation of skill damage, status effects, and armor regen. Just because, guys, just because I want to stay alive and I want to do some damage and I want to spread some love. Simple. And this offers that in abundance. So much fun. This doesn't specialize in skill damage. It doesn't specialize in status effects. It doesn't specialize in armor regen. What it gives you is a bit of everything. Such an all-round build that gives your teammates and you huge survivability in the most difficult content. The second piece of Wyvern is the knee pads, and we're talking armor regen and skill damage. Way to go. Get these two pieces on. Happy days. Again, switch them up, see what you think, but I like a bit of everything. It really helps. The gloves, guys, it is Emperor's International again. Skill damage, armor regen. You see these pieces are quite nicely near max, which is really good, especially this piece. And again, a nice combination right here. And the backpack is the last piece of Empress International. Skill health, skill damage, skill efficiency. We're looking status effects. Again, I just need to optimize that to get that to 10%. Skill damage and skill haste. We have Galvanize. I love this talent, guys. This is such an underutilized talent. Trust me, if you're rolling with a build like this, get it on your backpack. Get it on, because there's nothing I love more is having Galvanize and having that extra bonus armor that keeps me alive. It's saved my bacon so many times. Seriously, get to the WOOO bank, get one of these on, and you'll know what I mean. It offers you so much, and that's what you need in situations like this. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as a bonus armor to allies within 20 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. So let me do the math. Again, top of my head. 913k armor that you have. Let's half that. Guys, okay, we'll half that. It's 456.5k. Top of my head. And again, we'll take off 10% from that, and that is 91.3k. So where we at? What we're talking about is, again, 365k. There you go, top of my head. That's the extra armor you are gifting to you and your teammates every 10 seconds. 365, which is a good number to have. It's not amazing, but it's good. And that's why I like this. And this is why you need to get your armor as high as possible, because you're gifting more armor to your teammates. But Galvanize is brilliant and works in tandem with the chest piece, which is the tardigrade armor system exotic. Armor, explosive resistance, armor regen, and skill haste, 12%. Ablative nano plating. Whenever you or your allies' armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor as bonus armor for 10 seconds. The cooldown per ally is 45 seconds. Killing an enemy with your specialization weapon removes his cooldown for all allies. Brilliant. So every seconds they get this extra life, the recovery link, and that's why it's so good on this build. They're getting that every 45 seconds. Again, we know legendary content. We always see builds go DPSs. DPSs, you'll see some drop. See the odd skill build go from time to time, but predominantly it's DPSs. They'll go first, but with this, it gives them the extra life. Awesome. And again, if they've got Intimidate on the chest piece, you know what's going to happen? The extra bonus armor, extra damage. Something to bear in mind. But this is how powerful it is. 80% of your armor, so 91k double that, 180k. So we'll take that off. We're looking 730k. That's how much armor you are giving to your allies that will lose their armor. They've got that recovery link. 730 cameras. They're like a skill build for a fleeting moment in time. 10 seconds, they're a skill build. That gives them enough time, adequate time, to pop that med kit. Stay in the fight, so to speak. This is why it's brilliant. And it's a great team synergistic setup. So what you have on this build, guys, you have armor regen on these 4 pieces. And that will offer you nearly 20k of armor regen. And that's good, guys. That is really, really good. I like this. I like this an awful lot. It's a very, very good setup. Weapons, capacitor. I love the capacitor. I have it on most of my builds. I have it because the capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stack to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. That's 60% extra skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier gain, weapon damage of 7.5%. I'm at 6. Times that by 6, the 7.5%. You're at 45%. So 45% weapon damage, 60% skill damage. Again, it's a good way to go, isn't it? Crit chance rounds, crit hit damage, weapon handling. I'm using just the mechanical animal. Primarily, I will use the capacitor, but with this you have options. You've got future perfection. Again, you could use that for the overcharge, which is really good for, again, if you change to an Oxidiser, you change to another skill. You've got so many different options with that. So that's why I've left that as future perfection on the mechanical animal. You could use the everlasting gaze. You could use different options. That is totally fine. But again, I like that extra, again, every few minutes take an NPC down with this weapon and then overcharge pops, and it's nice. I like overcharge. Mods, guys, crit chance, crit chance, crit chance. Yeah, a lot of crit chance and rounds. You know how this sausage rolls, guys. I don't use this. It is there for show. It looks beautiful. It's the backup boom stick. Skills. Now, as I said, these are interchangeable. Don't use these as gospel. Chip and change. Interchange this, what you feel is suitable for your build. I like the right foam on this because of that extra 10 seconds. You can keep popping it. That's really good. So the cooldown is 19.2 seconds. Ideally, you want that to be a little bit less, but it is what it is. It has a duration of 14.1 seconds. I'm skilled tier 6, of course, and the mods ensnare duration and ammo. You have to get ammo on there. This is just a no-brainer. And then I've opted for ensnared duration. Now this skill, again, interchangeable. Do what you want in this on this skill. Use a shock trap when necessary in the most difficult content. You know what's going to happen. That will proc galvanize anyway. So then what you need to do then, switch around your riot foam and put something which offers skill damage. The fire starter is brilliant. So again, so many options with this setup. I love it. So refill speed of 2.8 seconds, not the best. It needs to be a little bit less, but it is what it is. 1.192 million damage, which is good. And again, it's damage, stinger charges, and health. So these are the pieces. We've seen the gear, the weapons, the skills. And again, with the skills, there's so many different options, guys. It's what I love this. Sticky bomb, you could use explosive, you could use burn, pull. Shock trap is a really good option on this because of the proc to galvanize. Again, perfect. You've got the firefly blinder. Again, another fantastic option. You have an abundance of shit to do with this. You've so many ways you can switch this up. It's beautiful. Stats, of course, you want to see some stats. Let's take a look. Again, don't worry about the weapon damage, crit damage. I say this every video. It's a skill build. It's irrelevant. You shoot in marshmallows as is, so it is what it is. And then we've got all weapons damage bonus 10%, 30% AR damage, armor on kill is 0, but again 19.596 armor regen, and that's critical because again, you know, in difficult content, you know how it works, guys. You lose a lot of armor, and that's why you need this shit on the build to keep you alive in the game, in the fight for longer. And my skill haste is a little bit low. It's 66%. Ordinarily, I like to get that up a bit to around about 80-85% as a minimum. But again, this build, don't worry about it. You don't really need that much. 66 is fine on this lovely jubbly build. But guys, yeah, this is fun. It's a lot of fun, and that's what builds are all about, and what experimenting with builds is all about. Check this out, put it together, use it in difficult content, come back to me, let me know what you think. But again, another WOOO fun build. But guys, as always, thumbs doodle, don't forget the sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.